Kaboom! Teach them how to make sure the message I reach them.
What we do here is go back.
Which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel.
Peeps, good night. Manners and respect. Sorry for the late start. You understand me? I said, up to the people that were checking from earlier reason we all have vibes. Peace. Before we go any further, share the stream on Facebook, on Twitter, on WhatsApp, in your status, in your group, them everywhere. You understand me? I said, peace. Manners and respect, you know. A Friday night. We don't stream too long tonight. I'm just going to explain to you why. For all the persons who are still at work, hopefully the shifts will end soon. For all the persons who are on their way home from work, I trust that they will get home safely. For the people them when they're home and ready for listen to each other about some things that affect Jam Down, Jam Rock, Jamaica land we love. Land of Food and Water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vice Cartel, Buju Banton, Shelly and Fraser Price, Cillian Tam, supporter, similar. And so hold it more people. Night. Peeps. Good night. We're there. You know what I think of? You understand what I say? I say cheers to the people them. I want them night there. You understand what I say? That's what I think that tonight. You know what I mean? I'm not drive tonight so everything good. Peeps, we're soon forward.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message I reach them. You know which teach them the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey yo, hello, like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey yo, we always up to something. Teach them. Hey yo, hello, send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them right here. Warlord representing.
We there, yeah, mama and papa. You know one thing, somebody asked mom to the original intro. Just said this alright, man. The first thing is not even the intro, it's just a countdown. That was the intro just now. So peeps, sad to say, tonight is the setup, the 9th night, as we call it in Jamaica, the 9th night, as some people say, for my sister, Keita Scott, for her mommy. As I told you, her mommy would have passed late September after fighting for a few months, sickle cell complications. Tomorrow is the funeral, so you know I'll be journeying to deep into St. Catherine tonight to be a part of the thing. You know, it's basically a part of the family, really. You understand? I would have done the directions earlier and send it out to the people them and them something there. You know, tomorrow funeral, she would have requested that her mother's funeral be videoed. So you know that kind of fall on my shoulder. So you know we have that to deal with it. You know I think, So please, but we're there. We just put in some work before we go roll. Because we never stream Wednesday night. My apologies to the persons who were waiting on Wednesday. Wednesday was heritage celebrations across schools in Jamaica. And you know in most schools the humanities department is responsible for that. And subsequently I am head of the humanities department at my place of work. So I would have had my hands full leading up to Wednesday, and on Wednesday I was really and truly exhausted, so I just came home and I slept. So my apologies for that, peeps. You understand what I say? But we're there now, we get the thing up and running because night a come. And normally, as we say, peeps, we normally try help the families of those persons would have been reported missing. I know a number of persons are currently missing in the country, but the ones that we are familiar with will share. We're really and truly not really happy to start the streams out, but we have to try to see how best we can assist in the search for these missing children, especially the missing young girls, because we know how them story they normally end out, and we don't like the end for a lot of them. Sharita Jarvis, good night, Empress. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Zane. Black Love, big up yourself in the family. What go on? I say Black Love comment on a thing the other day and I say, yo, teach. Or you feel describe Ruel Reed as a lovely Mrs. Reed. She's a lovely lady. You know what I think? You understand? Irrespective of the things that she's alleged or accused of doing. When you look at her, she seems like a lovely lady. You know what I mean? Black Love, big up yourself. 12-year-old Amika Francis of Ocherius missing. So an Ananda alert has been activated for 12-year-old Amika Francis, a student of Pimento Walk district in Ocherius, St. Ann. Well, Pimento Walk not really not Ocherius, but they're close enough. You understand? Who has been missing since Monday, the 14th of October. That is a long time for a 12-year-old girl to be missing in Jamaica. Amika is of dark complexion, slim build, and is about 5 feet tall. Reports from the Ocherius police are at about 1 p.m. Amika was last seen at her home wearing her school uniform. A green tunic, that is what she's dressed in on screen. A green tunic, plaid blouse, and a pair of black shoes. The police say she was also seen wearing a knapsack. The police are asking anyone knowing Amika's whereabouts to contact the Ocherius police at 876-974-2533. The police emergency 11 number or the nearest police station. As per usual, I sincerely hope that young Francis is still alive. I hope that she is in good health. And above all, I hope that she will be reunited with her family in very short order. You understand what I say? And them something there. Warrior Star, big up yourself for the family. You see, so from Monday she has been missing. That is a long time in this country for little girls to be reported missing. We hope that she's returned home safely. That is as much as we can hope. You understand what I say? I always really and truly hate to start the streams like this, but you know what I think, the work of the work. This is a story that have come to national, achieved national prominence. I have not done an individual video on it because I was so swamped throughout the week. You realize I have not uploaded. Today is the first I have uploaded since about Tuesday. You understand? So you know what I think. Newborn reportedly kidnapped in St. Andrew. This story have some twists and turns and worms and squirms, I suppose. I am not sure the entire story is being told. There are some screenshots of messages between the mother of said child and the alleged kidnappers going around on social media. I am not sure what exactly is the situation at this point in time. But newborn baby reportedly kidnapped in St. Andrew. So a 5-week-old boy is missing after he was reportedly stolen from his mother in St. Andrew on Sunday, according to the police. So that is practically a week ago now. The missing infant has been identified as Nair Frank of Hopewell district in the parish. The Halfway Tree police report that about 5 p.m. Nair's mother was walking with him along Russell Road in St. Andrew when a motor car drove up with 3 men aboard. One of the men reportedly alighted from the vehicle and forced Nair and his mother into the motor car before taking the child from the mother and booting the woman from the automobile. The men subsequently made their escape in the motor vehicle according to report. The Halfway Tree police who are investigating the case are urgently seeking the public's assistance in finding the newborn. Anyone with information on the whereabouts of Nair Frank are being urged to contact the Halfway Tree police at 876-926-8184. Crime Stop at 311. The police 119 emergency number or the nearest police station. And it is the latest in a series of kidnapping cases in the island. But it is arguably the most popular. And 28-year-old Peter Gay French was arrested when she admitted to the register that the lady was steal the baby down by Jubilee recently. This situation, though, is one that leaves you to ask a number of questions, as suggestions are being made, allegations are being made that this might have been a situation where the mother of the child was promised some stuff for the child over social media, and based on the screenshot messages, it would suggest that she was encouraged to take the baby along, the child along, by the person who would have offered to given her whatever she would have given her. And that is that. When I looked at the screenshots, it was obvious, it was evident that the screenshots were so tailored as to only reveal specific stuff, and there's no coherence and there's no chronology or sequence in the conversation. So you are getting bits and pieces of a conversation, so there are chunks missing. So apparently somebody is trying to tailor the information that is made available to the public. I sincerely hope that this child is still alive, and I sincerely hope that this child is still in Jamaica. And this, if the suggestion are true, then this is a situation I cannot understand how come a mother can be so gullible, if the allegations are true, to have met somebody online. She don't know the person are from Adam, seeing somebody promise to give her things and how much the baby nice and how much of a walk with the baby and all of them things based on the messages. Zane is a lesson. Social media is a jungle, and in any jungle, natural selection is the order of the day. Only the fittest of the fittest shall survive. So if you know you can't survive in the social media space, leave it alone. You have to be street smart, you have to be wise, you have to be alert. You understand what I say? And you have to be rough and tough. You can't be no wimp on social media streets, else people will take a 3 points. You understand what I say? Andrea D said, terribly, I hope this isn't an organized crime such as child trafficking. It's a possibility, you know, Miss D. You understand? But the mother, if based on the text messages that I read, she has some questions to answer, in my opinion. It's sad. Hopefully that child is still in the country. That is the most important thing about it. You understand? Because we know that the human trafficking situation is rough. We know that there are women who are having difficulties having children, and they are doing myriad of different things in order to acquire children, except going through the legal channels of adopting a child. You understand? So women are stealing children from hospital. Women are stealing children from unsuspecting persons. The mother I do something and you say, let me hold the child for you, and by the time you go to the bathroom and come back, the child missing. That was a case done by Cornwall Regional recently. The case done by Jubilee is where the mother would have had the child this morning, and a few hours later, one lady come in there, come clean and volunteer for clean up her space, and them something she go bathe and come back, the baby gone and all manner of crap. You understand me? I say, please, you have to be careful. It cannot be easy for you to conceive, to carry said fetus through development for 9 months, go into labor, give birth, and just lose your child like that. You understand? We have to be careful. We live in a country where nobody cares about anybody anymore. Everybody just cares about themselves, and people are very selfish. You understand? So you have to protect your children. Your maternal instinct and your paternal instinct have to be at its highest on P's and Q's, because of the reality that we live in. You understand what I say? And think. Big up to the people that we watch on Facebook. Big up to the people that we watch on Twitter. And big up to the YouTube family. The people that on Facebook are time for them to come over on YouTube now. The people that over on Twitter are time for them to come over on YouTube now. You understand what I say? But big up on yourself just the same. I appreciate the support. Peace. Remember to share the stream on all of the social media pages them. Facebook, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, them places. You know what I think? And them things. So hopefully there's a positive outcome in this situation, and the child is still alive, the child is still in the country, and them something there. We'll see. Mm-hmm. Four arrested after cops find 2 guns in St. Mary traffic stop. Big up to the police officers them. You understand what I say? Sorry peeps. 4 people including a female were recently arrested in connection with the seizure of 2 firearms and 48 assorted rounds of ammunition. This is about the 3rd or 4th incident in recent time where a female or females would have been arrested and charged in connection with the seizure of illegal firearms and ammunition. And I suppose stories just coming to bump, as we say in Jamaica. As I would have said many a times, I would have also done individual videos pointing to the involvement of women in crime and criminality in this country. You understand? Behind every crime, there's a woman somewhere along the line. Either she is directly involved, somebody diss her, she call her bad man boyfriend if you go kill him. You understand what I say? Somebody who has some money, she call her bad man boyfriend if you go kill them. You understand? One girl style her or diss her, she call her bad man boyfriend if you go kill her. She want live the biggest, poshest, luxurious life. So her bad man boyfriend go rob and kill people for her. Zane, them wash them clothes, the man them clothes with blood up and hide the guns them on Black Road and demonstrate when police kill them. Somewhere along the line a woman is involved in these criminal activities. You understand me? I said, Danny, big up yourself and brother, what you deal with? You understand? As Ortiz Henry said, those females need to stop aiding and abetting those criminals. And them come ball upon road, say police kill them man and them baby father innocently. And him just a come from church and him did give the sermon at church and him was a altar boy and choir boy. And she know about 40 gun and about 40 different murder. You understand what I say? So the police are continuing to reap success in removing illegal weapons from our streets. And also in recent times, the trend is increasing where females are also being arrested and charged in the seizure of these weapons. You understand? So 4 people, including a female, were recently arrested in connection with the seizure of 2 firearms and 48 assorted rounds of ammunition. So the 4 individuals whose name the police have withheld were reportedly traveling in a vehicle along the Georgia Main Road in Anota Bay, St. Mary, when they were searched during a traffic stop about 11:45 a.m. The police said 1 Springfield 40 pistol, 1 Ruger 9mm pistol, 3 magazines, and 13 40 caliber rounds of ammunition and 30 and 35 9mm rounds of ammunition were found during the search. So when you spread it no better and lay down in there, you see, you know how you think of. You understand what I say? Senton man charged following gun and ammunition seizure. So big up to the police them again. Then the Ocho police have arrested and charged 1 man in relation to the seizure of 1 firearm and several rounds of ammunition during a search of a motor vehicle on Monday. He is 41-year-old Ricky Sams of Upton in St. Ann. Upton is a place I know very well. As a matter of fact, Upton kind of near to my backyard. You know, Upton is one upscale community. I think that is where ladies also live, some very rich people. It is near the Upton Golf and Country Club operated by Sanders. One very affluent neighborhood. Me not live in a neighborhood, but when I grew up, I live near it like. You understand? So I just make that clear card. You know, some people go say, yo, teach. No, we did live near it, not in there. You understand? As a matter of fact, my stepfather was a caddy at that golf course. So I would have spent a few times on that a few days on that golf course from time to time too. You understand what I say? Coconut drops, so I go on. I don't want to stay now, so I have to make sure I correct certain things early. You understand? No. So the police report at about 12:30 p.m. in furtherance of a robbery investigation, the Caribbean Search Center was contacted and a motor vehicle that was seized in connection with the probe was searched. During the search, a Walter P99 pistol with a magazine containing 59mm rounds of ammunition was seized, according to the police. Sams was subsequently arrested and charged for illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Zine, his court date is being finalized. Johnny 8 said, teacher play golf. No, but you know, say, as I look at youth still, more time, my father used to carry me on the golf course, go try to show me one and few things. But a football, me think that still. You understand what I say? And cricket. Money, Dakasta Cup, Headley Cup, the whole of them things. That's how we do the thing. Intercall them things. But some boy lace and them things. You know what I think? You understand what I say? So when I done it in a peeps, speaking about arrest and gun thing. Cops find shotgun in pigsty. I'm gonna watch down this little bit. You know what I think? Boy. Ali Cat say, who? Bon, Walter PPK. Boy, I look see you brother. You know what I think? You understand? I don't know why stream name this. I try me never refresh a thing there, you know. You understand? Cops find shotgun in pigsty. Wanna think me done? And revolver in doghouse. First thing, big up to the police officer them a work. You can't go around or something there. Every week I come here, every night I come here. You understand? Miss Ivan Riley said pigs are lick shot you now. You understand? I one of the pig them want it. See, every night I come here, we talk about a number of cases where police officers continue to find illegal guns and ammunition. Big up to them police, because you know some police officer, them good as going here pigsty and the stench alone send them the other direction. They man them go in a pig pen like. You understand? The man them find a shotgun in the pigsty and a revolver in a kennel, in a dog house. Yo, boy, I been a know still. Me give up. You understand what I say? Me give up, family. You understand? Boy. Detectives assigned to the Spanish Town police station seized a shotgun and a revolver during operations in the Quarry Heights area of Spanish Town, St. Catherine recently. You understand? According to the lawmen, the shotgun and one 12-gauge cartridge was found in a white crocus bag inside a pigsty during the midday search. Big up to the police officer them. You understand? The officer said a further search led to the discovery of the second firearm in a doghouse beside the pigsty. Peace is not a laughing matter, you know, but more than you have to take kin teeth cover heart, bud. Boy, I don't know. So the man them find the shotty in a pigsty and a revolver in a doghouse. The doghouse there beside the pig pen, the pigsty. You understand what I go on and dance? You see? So, hold on the piece. I match up a little thing so. Yeah. Boom. Boom. Forgot some nativity done share this year. Hold on the piece. So don't give me a little time there. Yeah, so I'm not go and meds out the pigsty settings. You understand? Yeah. Thanks, peace, for the patience. So you know, the officers said a further search led to the discovery of the second firearm in a doghouse beside the pigsty, while 3 9mm cartridges and a damaged extended Glock magazine was found in a black plastic bag in the yard. Yeah? No one has been arrested in connection with the find, but investigations continue. Somebody must live a yard. Well, or somebody must own the pigsty and the doghouse. Me now left till somebody come there. Then anybody come there get locked up. Cause I know the pig them one. And I know them dog the alkaline sing about. You understand? Me a couple dogs you know that dead for me. That I say hope that I say loyalty before you trouble the family, just remember me. Yo! A country, boy. Country. More time you hear something, you have to just shake your head and laugh. Because where you go to? Ball, dead. After all, 4 broom lean up on a wall. Crime figures continue to climb despite SOEs. So there's no ease in the crime despite the SOEs. Yes, them say murders in the Clarendon down by about 80%. Them say there's a reduction in crime out in the tri-parish state of emergency out of Hanover, Trelawny, Hanover, St. James and Westmoreland. But we're seeing a situation where in other SOEs, there's no ease in the SOEs. You understand what I say? Steady Med say big song. Big up the data boss. You understand? The man say I'm full of tool like him a sell parts. James man, I know you're about it, big up yourself for the youth, you know what thing go. You understand? Just over 4 murders each day in the last week have pushed the country's murder tally to 1,026. Cookie Mama say, whoosh, careful. Since the start of the year, Cookie Mama trendy man, she don't want to go on a treat. You understand? Official figures from the Jamaica Constabulary Force show that the number of murders committed in Jamaica up to October the 12th is now a notch above the 997 recorded for the same period last year. So the reality is that year to date up to October 12, that are 3 and 26, 29 more murders would have been committed in Jamaica compared to the corresponding period last year. And we never have the same amount of SOEs last year active that we have this year. You understand? Venica Vich. Good night, my friend. How are you? Zin? So you know, officials from the Jamaica Constabulary Force show that the number of murders committed in Jamaica up to October 12 is now a notch above the 997 recorded for the same period last year, despite states of public emergencies in St. Andrew South, Clarendon, sections of St. Catherine, and western parishes of St. James, Westmoreland, Hanover. You understand, Miss Kenisha Ellis, how are you? Despite the state of emergency in St. Andrew South Police Division, which covers more than 20 inner city communities, including Painland, Riverton City, Seaview Gardens, and sections of Lower Maxfield Avenue, it continues to lead the island in terms of murders, with 127 recorded so far this year. This reflects an almost 8% increase over the corresponding period last year. But it is the Kingston Central Police Division in which a bloody gang feud is playing out, where the police have so far recorded the largest increase in murders over last year. 136% increase. I'm going to slow down and I'm going to read that slowly. See? This Kingston Central Police Division has recorded an increase in murders year to date compared to last year of 136%. Yeah? St. James with 115 murders this year is up 44% over last year and remains one of the country's crime hotspots, while 102 murders in the St. Catherine South Police Division makes it a worry for the police high command, as that is an increase of 42% over last year. With 22 murders so far in St. Elizabeth, good St. Elizabeth. I'm telling them I like the ladies them down at St. Elizabeth. Something about them. I don't know if it's the food where them I eat, but them look unique. St. Elizabeth remains relatively peaceful. However, there are concerns that gangsters fleeing neighboring parishes now under states of emergencies could head to that usually peaceful parish amid a 37% increase in killing over last year. Remember me telling you last stream say Trelawny and St. Elizabeth are now struggling with crime because of fleeing gangsters from St. Elizabeth, from Westmoreland, Hanover and St. James. On the positive side, the bloodletting in Westmoreland has slowed considerably, with 65 murders so far, a 42% decline in the parish, which is under SOE. Actually, there are 5, but you have to give thanks to small mercies. Another, which is also under SOE, has seen its murder numbers decline by 44% to 25 when compared to 45 reported over the same period last year. In total, the number of murders in the metro region of Kingston, St. Andrew and St. Catherine is up by 11%. This while the rural parishes have recorded a 9% decline. In the other serious and violent crimes category, shootings are up 5%, while the number of reported cases of rape is down 6%, and the reported cases of aggravated assaults are down 3%. With 483 motor vehicles reported stolen this year, the police have recorded a more than 30% increase in that crime category, while the 527 illegal firearms seized by the police represent a sharp drop from 595 seized in the corresponding period last year. So in essence, the police want to seize less guns, while more blood runs. You understand? That's the thing, the peeps. You feel what I say? But big up to the parishes that when I show a decline. I'm worried about Trelawney and St. Elizabeth, Zane and thing. I'm worried about some other places. I'm worried about Jamaica. You understand? As you would have, if you have been following the channel for a long time, you know I would have been a supporter of the initial state of emergencies that were declared and extended in St. James. I was one of the persons, and we can look at the camera and say this, who was against the discontinuation of the SOE in St. James. I felt that even though it was a year, it was not the right time. The social intervention and those programs were not implemented fully. And the situation was not contained because the number of guns that were seized were just not enough compared to the amount of guns that you can assume that are Indians are criminals. And so said, so done. The man them might be just wait until the thing was withdrawn and them just start kill people left, right and center. It's like the man them do a back killing. Like the man them a kill some people them did for kill for a long time, but then they get for kill them like and then just start kill them. You understand what I say? And think the reality that we face, Zane, and me hear the Minister of National Security say what they say. Anybody who is against the SOE is unconscionable, something like that. Right now, Mr. Security Minister, the SOEs them, in some instances they have them pluses, but the reality is that they are not as effective as we would want them to be. That is the reality. You understand? The crime situation is not a band-aid situation. Zine, you have to cut off, you see, because you can't put a band-aid over a sore foot, you know. More sore foot, you have to amputate it. You understand what I say? In order for the person to survive, sometimes you have to cut off the foot. You have to amputate it at the knee or above the knee. Zine, what we are trying to do, I put band-aid on a sore foot. A sore that would have been festering for decades, from the 70s into the 80s, in our darkest days. You understand, where the politicians in this country would have armed many persons, many of them guns there, aisle up and bury and rise up and make people bury people. You understand what I say? So, the whole band-aid pan sore foot situation now work. Zane, we need to amputate some legs around here if we want to be serious about these things. Zane, Blessings Godfrey said them need helicopters, drones and dogs. I have been saying the same thing, you know, brother. And it's not like the JCF don't have access to drones. It's not like we don't have a K9 unit in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. You understand? It's not like we don't have helicopters available to the Jamaica Defense Force. Them buy about 2 new ones last year and them something there. Added to that, Blessings Godfrey, we need better patrolling of our territorial waters and our ports of entries, formal or informal, because many of the guns that comes in this country are coming into informal ports, in our fishing villages and them something there. But the reality, Blessings, is that the crime is a blessing to some man. Some man a benefit left, right and center. Some man reach out of the crime thing. And some of the money reach out to the crime thing, and some of the same money will come on TV, so they try to fight crime. I rest my case. This lady, wanna look on her face. If anybody know her, wanna tell the police what she did. Remember, I talked to you about one case recently where a lady who has been suggesting that she was a retired lawyer who operated in the UK has been going around fleecing senior citizens out of millions of dollars. One of her biggest hits was that she would have been rented a room on a house in Duhaney Park. The owner, an elderly man, would have left the home, and when him come back, I don't know where he go. When he come back, it's only the building left. No furniture, everything move out. You understand? This is the lady who would have been perpetrating such crimes, allegedly. You feel what I say? Cops hot on the trail of women scamming senior citizens locally. I think I might need to do an individual video upon this, like, you know what I think. See, the police say they have gathered more information in their island-wide search for a 61-year-old woman who is believed to be behind a number of fraudulent schemes targeting other senior citizens across the island. Sources said investigators have seized what they believe are travel documents of the woman, who is suspected to be from Sierra Leone in Africa. Sierra Leone. And goes around claiming that she's a returning resident and lawyer from England. You understand, mate? The items were confiscated at the premises that the woman was suspected of staying several weeks ago, the police sources said. The police say with the item in hand, they are now better positioned to nab the suspect. The sources said in one of the latest attacks against seniors, the woman went to Pembroke Hall in St. Andrew in early September and rented a furnished room on a house from a 67-year-old homeowner. You understand? Reports are that when the homeowner left the dwelling, the woman had all the furniture removed from the house and disappeared in the process. How long him did gone for? Is where him go. Oh, she moved out everything so fast. When the homeowner made contact with this news outlet, he broke down in tears while speaking of his predicament. The senior citizen, who asked that his identity be not revealed, said the development has left him suffering from stress. Right now, my stress and I'm filming things that she gone with. You understand what I say? Right now, my stress. See, all my blood pressure raised, see me too, and me is a healthy youth. I don't know what I am going to do. All of my life earnings gone. Right now, I feel like I might look at 2 pence gone too. You see? Said the Pembroke Hall resident. You understand? The elderly man also cited the possibility that the woman may be working with a criminal network that could later target him based on his response to the development. So apparently people are threatening him and say, yo, man, we are talk to you know. Man will come for you, zinc them on the house too. Is that, you understand? Zane and thing. So peeps, that lady here, I think I'm going to do an individual video. Zane, because she name Celia Carpenter. You understand? So I wonder if she have a Facebook a page like everybody have a Facebook page, you know. You understand, right? I'm a Facebook up again at Heritage Day. Boy, I mean, know, as I go out nice son, so me born up. You understand? So boy, I was a bleacher. But with that shot fire upon the bleacher, them, we tell them not to do it and them go do it again. You know what I mean? So me Cecilia Carpenter, she a try build a name off of people things. You understand? So if you don't know she there, when you make the people them will need her know now. You understand? I think I'm not going to probably able to do that video until about Sunday, because as I tell you, tomorrow funeral. You understand? And right now, I'm going to have to go hug up Scotty right through funeral and video funeral. I don't know how I'm going to do all of that, but you know what I think. You see me? Yeah. Boy, I'm a Carpenter. You want a hammer in your forehead. He's a carpenter. Union carpenter. Coconut Japs, who dead? Coconut Japs. Keita Scott. You know, Scotty always in the Scotty and my sister. We work at the same place. We're not biological, but she's like my biological sister. You know what I mean? Me have her back, she have my back. You understand? Real love. You see? And so her mommy would have died. And she would have been having a very rough time of it. So we have been trying to be as supportive as we can. You know what I mean? And thing. She and her mommy had a very wonderful relationship. So it has been very hard on her. So we have been trying to, you know, be there for her. So we are going to mad up with the yard look more, and then, you understand, make sure her funeral run off and make sure she not jump in her grave. Because she will do that. You see? Alley Cat says seniors are easily targeted, probably seduce them. Because you see the thing in the Alley Cat, it's just like the latches cabin thing, and normally the injury, what a word there again? Indigent. You understand? Persons who are normally targeted. You see? So, a real thing you talk family. You see? And them things. So, peeps, we just talk about a situation with SOE. I did talk about this earlier, but you know things them come. Them not in an order tonight. So we are going to talk about it. 5 separate murders in before we reach this. So. St. Thomas police probing the discovery of a body in a shallow grave. The St. Thomas police are working to exhume the body. I think the that process would have been completed today or yesterday. The body of a man that was found buried in a shallow grave near the Yallas Pond. The discovery was made yesterday afternoon as an alarm raised. So the police were subsequently notified about the grave. And the discovery came as relatives were searching for a family member who has been missing for 2 weeks now. And the police say the body is yet to be identified, adding that the matter is on the investigation. So that's the situation we... I heard that the pastor that impregnated a 12-year-old girl got 29 years. I don't know if no sentencing are going on. I know that he pleaded guilty and the sentencing was scheduled for one of them days. But I don't see nothing yet on Black Love. But me check it out and make it know Sunday night. You know what I mean? And them things. So 5 separate peeps. 5 separate murders in the South St. Andrew division so far this week. And this article was published on Thursday, I think. You understand what I say? Security presence has been increased in the St. Andrew South Police Division, where amid an ongoing state of emergency, 4 persons were killed and at least 2 others left nursing injuries from separate attacks within a 36-hour period. You can't imagine if not SOE ended. In one of the attacks, a 56-year-old security guard who worked at the Jamaica Urban Transit Company JUTC location was stabbed and then shot by unknown assailants along Marcus Garvey Drive on Wednesday. The security guard has been identified as Michael Williams, otherwise called Deli, a resident of Majestic Gardens, St. Andrew. Reports are that about 7:50 a.m., Williams' body was found in the community by citizens who later alerted the police. Investigators are yet to release any further details on the probe into the development, except to advise that they are yet to establish any motive for the killing. In another case, a man identified as Roche Hibbert of a Kid Lane, Kingston 13 address was shot and killed by criminals in the Harvey Road area of St. Andrew South Police Division. A 47-year-old woman of a St. Catherine address was also shot and injured in the incident that took place around 9 p.m. on Wednesday. While detectives were gathering evidence at that crime scene, their colleagues were called over to Walton Park Road, where a 22-year-old man, Sharif Ferguson, otherwise called Teron, a laborer of Harvey Road, was shot and killed just minutes into Thursday. Hours later, another man, Stephen Lloyd Buchanan, a 54-year-old unemployed resident of 35 Lane off Walton Park Road, was shot and killed. The Hunts Bay police are investigating the incident. And on Monday of this week, 4 persons were shot, one fatally on Payne Avenue, also in St. Andrew, well, in the St. Andrew South Police Division. So the deceased has been identified as Jason Clark, a 31-year-old resident of Payne Avenue. Reports are that approximately 7:45 p.m. a group of persons were standing in a section of the community when several shots were heard. At the end of the shooting, 4 people, including a 51-year-old man, were found suffering from gunshot wounds. They were taken to hospital where Clark was pronounced dead and the others treated for their wounds. Miss Mona T, Wagwan, 360 reasoning. Wagwan, Father Seymour, everything good. Vendetta Empress, whoosh! Empress, big up yourself. I'm a sip of me Guinness, alright, you know? Rough. Two men shot, one fatally in St. Thomas. Mark Horton, blessings. So a man is dead and another seriously injured following a gun attack in Poor Man's Corner in Yala, St. Thomas on Monday evening. So the deceased has been identified as 37-year-old Carlton Holding, otherwise called Kiki, a fisherman of Tennessee Lane in Yalas. The police say about 7:45 p.m. Holding was sitting with friends at a bar in Ghetto Lane when a gunman approached from behind and opened fire, hitting him several times in the head. So the man not even see it coming. The man get shot in him head back family in a Ghetto Lane. The name of that place they need for change. No Ghetto Lane round here. You understand what I say? He died on the spot. Another man was also shot and injured and was taken to the hospital where he was admitted in serious condition. This newspaper would have published the name of the hospital. That is not wise. It is never wise for a media house to publish the name of the hospital that a person would have been shot and injured by criminals would have been admitted at. You know wise. You understand? Yeah, peeps. Mobile gangster in viral robbery videos killed. So a gangster who figured in several daylight robberies in St. James, some of which were captured on security cameras, have gone viral online. He was shot and killed on Sunday night after he allegedly engaged a police military team in a shootout. So the dead man has been identified as 30-year-old Roger Danville, who was popularly known as Rasta. He is believed to be originally from Norwood. Norwood again. Which constituency Norwood in again? And what the MP for doing Norwood again? You understand? But frequented several communities across western parishes, where it is said that he had many criminal connections. After viewing some of the videos in which he featured in robberies, our intelligence team began working on tracking him down, said Superintendent Vernon Ellis. I'll talk about Mr. Ellis in a few again. The commanding officer for St. James. Intelligence information led us to where he was on Sunday night. And when he was cornered, he engaged the security team in a shootout and was tactically dealt with. May I read that again? The man said, when the police team reached him there, he engaged them after he was cornered and he was tactically dealt with. Vendetta Empress, me know a woman, me just play the devil's advocate, you know what I mean? Because you know what thing go. So we have, as I said, we have a security minister whose constituency is one of the most violent in the country, but he might try contain crime in the country. You understand? It's like you have a teacher where can't control one class, can't control them class, and then become principal. Or you go and control the school. Then me not get it. You understand? But never mind. Zin, so he was dealt with tactically. I like the sound of that. You understand? So Rasta was dealt with tactically. When the gunfire subsided about 10:45 p.m. in the Bottom Pen community, what the community name? Forget about the bottom part. What the last part? He named Pen. I'm tired. You know what? Never mind. See, in the Bottom Pen community, in the parish on Sunday, Danville was found dead, allegedly clutching a Uzi submachine gun. You live by the gun, you died by the gun, tactically. You understand? It is believed that other persons who were at the location fled amid the heavy exchange of gunfire. Prior to Sunday night's incident, another gangster who also featured in some of the robberies recorded by surveillance cameras was captured in a police operation on Sunday night. He was reportedly held with a loaded 9mm pistol. Oh, them never need to deal with him tactically. He probably never shoot. You understand? In addition to taking these two men out of circulation, yo, you like the word in that other article. These men have been taken out of circulation. It was basically a satisfying week for the police, as we seized a total of 5 illegal firearms during operations across the parish. I wish it was 50, said Ellis. While the 113 murders we have had since the start of the year is 113 too many. Well said. We remain undaunted in our efforts to remove criminals from the street. Yeah? Ellis said that despite the increase in murders this year, the men and women under his command have been reaping some success. You understand what I'm saying? And Ken Prosper said no notification. Big up yourself, brother. I saw you think of sometime. I'm going to start later, so I don't know. Since the start of the year, we have seized a total of 85 illegal firearms. I wish it was 150, sir. You understand? I wish it was 850, sir, instead of 85. But we give thanks to small mercies. And some 4,600 rounds. I wish it was 40,600 rounds, sir. But you know what thing go. I personally want to congratulate the officers who are working around the clock to ensure that ultimately we will have safe communities. Since the start of the year, armed gangsters have figured in numerous multi-million-dollar robberies in all 5 western parishes, especially St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland and St. James, and the police believe the acts are being carried out by the same group of men. We are currently strengthening our operational capacity so the public can look for even better results going forward. I hope, sir. I hope, sir. You understand? Yes, sir. Cause I carry you, Jaja, deep down in my soul. Always hold my hand and no, Jaja, never let me go. I still walk with the Savior, each and every way that I go. Still not left out the Most High. Peace. You know, one picture me there, look for me can't find him. I not left out the Most High. Hold my hand, Oja. Can you walk with me? I don't know where they. I'm probably not going to find it, but the Prime Minister would have spoken finally about the rural read situation. I'm not even remember if I download the video now, so I know some people don't see it. Basically, the Prime Minister says saddened. He is saddened by the arrest of Rural Reid. You understand? His words, not mine. May I tell you now a few other things where I'm saying? You understand? Man say I'm sad. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has expressed that he and the Jamaica Labour Party are saddened by the arrest and charge of former Education Minister Ruel Reid and other persons connected to the governing party in a multi-million-dollar corruption probe. $56 million. Yeah, no secret. At the same time, Holness has blasted the People's National Party, PNP, accusing it of hypocrisy in the fight against corruption. In particular, Holness pointed to efforts over several years by members of the opposition to prevent the Trafigura matter from being aired in the courts. And he warned the PNP against appearing to bring pressure to bear on the country's anti-corruption agencies. Wrong move, Mr. Prime Minister. First thing first, Mr. Prime Minister. Because you probably have some people around here afraid to talk to you. So I'm going to talk to you, man to man. Youth to youth. You understand? Because he's a relatively young youth, said we, Mr. Prime Minister. In all due respect. When are we going to reach a stage where we become politically mature enough where we can leave the politics out of the thing and deal with the issue at hand? The Prime Minister had the opportunity to gain some more points, but he decided to play politics. If I was the advisor to the Prime Minister, this is what I would have encouraged him to say. One, I would have encouraged him to leave anything that did go on in the past, and say, as a government, we are resolute in ridding the government and public servants, wherever them there, who are involved in corruption from serving this nation. But I guess these advisors get paid millions of dollars and these speech writers to encourage the Prime Minister to play politics. The Prime Minister never need to bring up nothing about traffic gura. Zane, yes, we know the traffic gura situation and we know all the scandals that the PNP would have been involved in and nobody never get charged. That is a next story for your next time. You understand? From Philip Palwell to Kern Spencer, go right back. What the Prime Minister should have done, he should have seized the opportunity to be firm, to be decisive, and to drive home the point that the government aim is to rid the political landscape of corruption. You don't need to go back now, you need to deal with the situation at hand, Mr. Prime Minister. But that's just my opinion still. You understand? Me just a look at you when I really know much still. So we just make we move on, yes. You see? So you know, the Prime Minister was addressing the matter for the first time since Reid, his wife Sharon, daughter Shirley, and JLP councillor for the Brownstone Division in St. Anne Municipal Corporation, Kim Brown Lawrence, and the president of the Caribbean Maritime University, Professor Fritz Pino, were picked up at their homes by detectives last Thursday during separate but coordinated pre-dawn raids spanning three parishes. The same pre-dawn raids where the Justice Minister come out and criticize. And I see police are stepping on one youth head down at Denham Town. I mean, hear the Justice Minister say nothing about it. But we soon come to that. Right now, may that hurt me. For other Chivian spot, big up yourself, bro. You know, I appreciate the support something, you know. You know what thing go. Blessings every time, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah. The arrest and subsequent charges were laid. Well, the arrest and subsequent charges that were laid came at the end of a year-long probe into Reid, because Reid has been under investigation from last year, October, you know. You understand? Zane, Reid, in particular, his stewardship of the Education Ministry, where it is alleged that he would have misappropriated $1 million and $55 million from CMU, and some of its affiliated agencies, including the CMU, which has found itself in the center of the scandal. The Prime Minister was addressing JLP supporters at an Era Council 1 meeting at the Girls' Guide headquarters in St. Andrew on Sunday, spoke to the possibility of more arrests, but said the chips must fall where they may. The Prime Minister should have never get involved in suggesting that there will be more arrests. That is a job for the security forces. The Prime Minister is not a part of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The Prime Minister is not a part of the Financial Investigation Division. The Prime Minister is not a part of MOCA. So if the Prime Minister was serious about not interfering with the investigation, him for talking about more arrests will be made. You feel what I say? But that's my opinion that again. You see? Kevin Brown, big up yourself in the family. So you know, turning his attention to the PNP. Politicians can only be one thing. Politicians. I am not worried when I see people up and frothing at the mouth. And I will dig a little deeper into this. And many persons would have probably missed this. But you know, I'm going to say a little thing. I feel that the Prime Minister in this statement had a direct dig at the opposition leader, Peter Phillips. Because it is no secret that many people say that when Peter Phillips speak, he mouth fraud. You understand? No disrespect to Mr. Peter Phillips. That is a physical, is a thing where him trouble with. But when the Prime Minister say, I am not worried when I see people jumping up and frothing at the mouth. Oh, that's not fraud, you know. I don't know how you are doing, you know. Alright. Because Peter Phillips kind of do that frotting thing from time to time. You understand? Like when dog eats snail. Never mind. I am not worried when I see people jumping up and frothing at the mouth. I am not worried. People, me never say the Prime Minister do it, and I'm just saying, but based on my interpretation, is that me see? Because I know Peter Phillips as a man of froth a little. You understand? So if the Prime Minister say, and it's really and truly Peter Phillips has been the man who have pushed it thing, and him say him not afraid, him not worried when he see people jumping up and frothing at the mouth, then you do the maths and add it up and see where you get. Me know me get when me add it up using my calculator, but my calculator is a scientific calculator. It's probably a added machine that people use, but never mind. What you know? I am not worried about that, because when the reasonable people of Jamaica come to analyze the facts, that will say that up to now, traffic guru has not been resolved. And some of the very people who are opening up their mouths today, some of their names were called, and they are doing everything possible to block it. And so, all we can do is to put in place the processes and let the chips fall where they may. So with widespread speculation that Reid and his co-accused were only arrested after the opposition threatened protests and demanded answers, Holness said, people start to think, oh, they only acted because of the opposition brought pressure to bear. And others will think that their actions are politically biased. Because they only acted because the opposition brought pressure, the Prime Minister said. He was clear that the government will not intervene in the matter. But yet still the Prime Minister said there may be more arrests. So no intervene, Mr. Prime Minister, me not get it. Like, probably I mean no sense. But me not get it. Zin, I want to assure that the government that you support and that concerns that you have raised, that we take them seriously. Do you? We seriously and will do very seriously, and we will do everything within our powers to ensure that wherever there is corruption, wherever there is misuse of power, misappropriation of public resources, that this administration will ensure that the mechanisms are in place to ferret it out and to bring them before the courts. I don't see nobody from Petrojam in front of the courts. I'm just saying. You understand? Probably after Petrojam still. Then, I don't know. Probably a start of a Petrojam. You understand? We have put in place the measures to ensure that the institutions to investigate and prosecute, that they are capable and empowered to do so. The traffic guru matter referenced by Holness is now 13 years old and involved former Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller. The then Energy Minister Philip Palwell. Everything involved Philip Palwell. Yeah, right. Never mind. Former PNP Chairman Robert Pickersgill. Robert Pickersgill did say, I want to talk about $30 million. $30 million is chicken feed. You understand? On the move from here, so. Then somebody else ask him and he man say, yo, a year time of the month, brother. And he say, man, I talk to him and get dark, boy, $30 million. You understand? Zane, former PNP Chairman Robert Pickersgill and former General Secretary Colin Campbell and businessman Norton Hines. They have been fighting a ruling that they must answer questions in open court from Dutch investigators probing a $31 million donation to the PNP in 2006. So Dutch firm Traffic Guru Bahir made the donation to the PNP while the Jamaican government had an oil lifting agreement with the company. But Dutch firms are prohibited from making donations to foreign governments. The PNP officials have constantly denied that the money, which the party said it returned, was an attempt by the company to secure future oil lifting agreements with the Jamaican government. Dutch investigators want Simpson Miller and the other PNP officials to answer questions in public about the donation. They are being represented by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution. I find that very curious. And the matter has been appealed all the way to the UK Privy Council. You understand? How come the DPP office end up and represent the politicians in another case here? I don't like to know. You understand? I know some people are going to say, teach me, they tell a long time, say Paula Llewellyn crooked, you know. And she had this, and then me ask the question because I don't know it. So if you don't know to tell me, then how come the DPP represent Portia Simpson Miller and the gang from Traffic Gura time? You understand? So I don't know. Teach. But the Grace Period company do every election. But that the Grace company do every election. Yes. But even so, down the list, Grace is a Jamaican company. The Dutch company Trafigura Bahir is prohibited from donating to governments. Grace Kennedy is not prohibited from donating to anybody. You understand? Say, me know Craig Creation say, me tell your teacher Paul are corrupt. Me know that they say that. But me no know where go. You understand? So that's the situation, Mr. Dan Lisa. So Grace, NCB, many companies donate to politicians in Jamaica. Zine, the reality is that Jamaican companies are not prohibited from donating to political campaigns. The Dutch government has prohibited all Dutch companies operating internationally from donating to external governments. Yeah. So peace, a lady in the green and black suit. That just a design nice and I like it. You understand? And think it look nice for Miss Kim Brown Lawrence too. But Miss Kim Brown Lawrence, you know, is one of the persons who would have been arrested and charged by Mocha last Monday in the pre-dawn rain. Kanaika said wasn't the traffic guru money return. That's not important. What was important is that it was given to the government in the first place when it should not have been given. So that is where the investigation is trying to figure out why was it given. Was there a backdoor deal or agreement to say, and we here say it was given back. Zine, we don't know. You know, Jamaican politicians say a lot of things. You understand? Royal Reid, so what they say him still represent Northwest Centre and the JLP say nothing go so. You understand what I say? So I don't know. Zine and thing. Yeah, Miss Sophia Cove is a teacher, a crush. No, but it just look nice pan her like. You understand? So Miss Kim Brown Lawrence, you know, I have one recommendation for her. I don't know her personally. But I would have like Miss Kim Brown Lawrence for top of talking. Scotty normally say, bird will love sing, shot catch them. Right now, seeing what happened to Finsack teach. Some people things get sacked. You understand? And the finance minister, they don't know. You understand? I don't know what to tell about Finsack, bro. I'm telling the truth. Teach, I think Paul and Roy look you look alike. Me mean to say related. Nico, I don't know Empress. I don't. If that was the case, I think that would have been public knowledge a long time ago, though. You understand what I say? And thing. Blessings God for everybody also. So no, Miss Kim Brown Lawrence, since she was granted bail, would have taken to social media and she would have made some very bold declarations. I would take this opportunity to advise Miss Kim Brown Lawrence that she should allow her lawyers to do the talking. As I said, bird will love sing, shot catch them a bush. As Scotty would then say, yes? Bomber got drop! Run for cover! Call your mama! That's what elephant say. Zine, teach, call her for your interview. No, sir. I not trouble them with a long stick. I not touch them with a long stick, so. You understand what I say? And them good don't want to talk to me, you know, Mr. Andlissa, because you want to know some been not talk about the things them where the Observer and the Glean and Nationwide and Loop talk about. But then we feel say me talk about it half of my own. But me just talk when I papers, cause if Observer and Glean are posty and the two of them story kinda close, it means say probably go so. So then when me talk about it, it's not me I make a story. But people think say me I make a story and people accuse me of being politician and being PNP because me I cause a JLP and being JLP when me I cause a PNP. So I don't know. You understand? Right now the only P means is the people. You understand? But then I understand that. But never mind. She said, Bama got, let me read the headline first. Bomb is going to drop. And that she said, Bama got drop. Accused Brownstone councillor heightens expectations in CMU rural read scandal and denies charges against her. Kim Brown Lawrence, the councillor of the Brownstone division in St. Anne, charged alongside former Education Minister Ruel Adolphus Reed and Professor Fritz Pinnock, president of the Caribbean Maritime University, has broken her silence on the matter. My first place of employment as a trained teacher, I had a principal, and one of her favorite quote was, silence cannot be quoted. So if you don't say so, nobody can say you say so. You understand? Eh? But she broke her silence. Brown Lawrence was arrested last week before being offered bail in the sum of $1 million when she appeared before the court to answer the charges against her. Brown Lawrence, 40 years old, is charged with conspiracy to defraud and possession of criminal property. Her lawyer even admitted that there were some funds in her possession where investigators are saying belong to CMU. The lawyer said the coroner forgot prove that she's also being charged of submitting false claim for work that she never do. Them say she was one of the caterers and no food never cooked. So I don't know, you understand? However, writing on Facebook of all the places, over the weekend, Brown Lawrence said that it was a rumor that she accepted funds and fixed roads with money allegedly channeled from the CMU. It is a rumor that I am involved with the CMU or the Ministry of Education. When the truth comes out about April to November last year, 2018, you are going to say, then at that them kick off the woman door and frighten our kids them for at 5 a.m.? Sick, Brown Lawrence wrote, seemingly denying the charges against her while telling of her experience with the police during last week's raid. Just sit back, like so, and watch the process, cause a bomber got dropped, she added. The councillor said she has been shown overwhelming love and support since becoming caught up in the scandal. I went to Brownstone and people cried. Hugged me and cried, saying they could not sleep. The councillor went on to allege that politics was involved in her name being dragged into the scandal. How can a politician be accusing politics of being involved? Then never mind. She continued, just know that politics is involved and they will do anything. So I have to be careful. Miss, if you was being careful, you then tap in eyes. Eh? I have to be careful, Brown Lawrence asserted. You understand? Yeah. Yeah. Them things they are going in Ireland. Big sound string up. You see? How where me I go after this, you know? Oh, me I go over here, so. You know, funny enough, when me do the video say Fritz Pinnock had it all but wanted more, I took it out of a stream. Zin? Yeah. To Arthur. You understand? I took it out of a stream and I posted it. Somebody commented that what CMU need to do is to revisit the $400,000 per semester school fee or per year. I don't know. You understand? So there was public outcry as to the increase in tuition fee over by CMU one of them time. By about 12%, me I get to understand. Me I get to understand that CMU not as cheap as you would want to think. You understand? CMU now, since the arrest and charge of Professor Fritz Pinnock, has cut tuition fee. CMU cuts fees. I don't know if it is coincidental or coincidental. I don't know, but yeah. You understand? Reduction news coincide with President's arrest in Education Ministry's corruption probe. But you are going to dance, you know, because you dance nice. Students at the Caribbean Maritime University have welcomed news of a reduction in tuition fees across all faculties mere hours after the arrest of the president of the institution, Professor Fritz Pinnock, along with 4 other persons in a corruption probe last Wednesday. Wednesday, while applauding the move to slash the fees, students and parents with whom the Gleaner spoke, is not me write the article, admitted to raising their eyebrows at the timing. With the information coming just after the CMU president was taken into custody along with its legal advisor Sharon Reid, her husband, former Education Minister Royal Reid, their daughter Cheryl Reid, and Brown son Councillor Kim Brown Lawrence. You understand? So the 5 were detained. You know the whole that thing go. See? Auntie. But as the authorities were conducting the raids, the CMU Students Union, which had been lobbying for a reduction in fees for months, was also gearing up to share news of their successful negotiation with the 4,000 plus student body. Your Students Union body is pleased to advise that there has been a 6% reduction in the tuition fee across all faculties. But here's the trick into that now, peeps. The fees would have been raised by 12% recently. So that 6% reduction is really and truly a 6% increase. I want to do the maths with me, because I don't can't count, you know. So tuition fee over maritime was raised by 12% initially. So now, after Fritz Pinnock was arrested, it has been lowered to 6%. So in essence, there is a 6% increase. Same way. Politics for you. But watch you know. Yeah. This consensus was arrived at subsequent to a meeting that was held with the university's management. The necessary adjustments have been made and students are advised to proceed with their payments, a section of the advisory read. I am not exaggerating. Exactly an hour after the news began swirling around campus, they hit us with the memo. A first-year student told the news team, all fees dropped by 6% across all faculties. Some students were happy and others were skeptic and delayed the excitement until it was clear why the news was handed down on the day of the arrest. CMU Student Union President Glenardo Simpson told the Gleaner that the timing was coincidental. It should have been sent out long time, but there were some public relation issues. A lot of students have come forward and asked this question. The negotiation started in the summer when the proposed figures were sent out. He could not recall the exact date that the university acknowledged that the proposed fees would be reduced. There was proposed increase of up to 10.6% and 12% respectively over certain faculties. Based on the negotiation of the Students' Union, there was only an increase of 6% across all faculties. At the end of the day, the tuition over maritime still increased by 6%. You understand? So, it is very coincidental. See, Johnny said, teach, you have to leave teaching. Why you say that? Why you say that, Johnny boy? Zine, so you know, peeps, that are going over CMU there, because I don't know. You understand? Hey man, them say it just coincidental. But me don't know. You feel me? I don't know, Rasta. I don't know. So peace, a situation. And you know, normally me them play the video them and thing. But as me said, see, big up to the people. I never did realize there are so much people that watch the stream neither. You feel what I say? Big up on yourself. The people them over on Facebook, big up on yourself. The people them over on Twitter, big up on yourself. You understand? The YouTube family, you know what thing. You know what I say? I love straight from the heart. You understand what I say? Zane, a long time, same you tuition. That me I get to understand Raman Campbell, because I know of somebody who was applying to go over there, seeing and the tuition lick them down. You understand? I never know the tuition fee was so high over CMU. Right now I'm glad I got to school already, because I couldn't afford it. You understand what I say? And I just CMU, I view all the university them family. So I'm glad I got to school and scrape through one of them time. You understand? Johnny boy, so when you come to class, you boss. Watch you now, peeps. So this young man on screen is the young man that would have been circulated. Oh, so Campbell say I attended 2008 to 2014. Okay, my friend. You understand? Boy, I'm glad I do his school thing already. One of them time I probably go back, go self-actualize, but probably have some scholarship. Cause I'm not so fool, you know. I can't get a few scholarships along the way still, you see. But I go see it. Alright, I know if you take my own money if you go back to school. Right, I know I don't see sense in it. Big man thing. Because the reality is that the fun, never mind. But never mind. Yeah, never mind. I not discourage you. I'm going to go on to school. Education is a vehicle from out of poverty. As that them say. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. Rushy and Dennis a shout out from Las Vegas. Big up yourself and the family. I'm hoping to gamble off the money down at Vegas, you know. You understand? Down the list. But then, I never need to tell you that, Mr. Lisa. I know I'm smart enough to figure that out. I did want to say it to you, but sometimes I have to be careful of the things you say. See? Kev said, would have to sell weed for gas. So, you know, the young man here would have been the gentleman who would have been in that viral video where the police would have issued out a beating to the youth. Within the video, you know, there will be divergent views. Some people are saying, yo, the police, them wicked and them for lose them job immediately. You understand? Some people are saying, yo, I fight the police, so them deserve what them get. Some people are saying, what were they detaining him for in the first place when... Oh, so Russian and so when you live in Vegas, you tend to not gamble. I know the settings, brother. You understand? See, some people are saying they only charge him for resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer. So what them did that detain him for in the first place. The reality is that whichever way you look on it, the policeman them can't deal with the youth. So they can't step in the youth head like that. You understand what I say? And next thing, if they were detaining the youth, see, if they were detaining the youth, Kanayaka said the youth never did a fight in the video. Now, man, at the beginning of the video, he was wrestling with a police officer. See, the beginning of the fight scene, as I said. If they are detaining the youth, why was the youth allowed to walk all the way downstairs without an handcuff? Why was he not placed in handcuff if he was being arrested? Let me not get that. See? So now, Denhamtown residents angry over the abuse of a man by the police, which was caught on camera. I will give you some information now, Miss Sophia. See? You need to go watch the video though, because I did have it up there. You understand? Nicole Mali said, teacher, increase the price of education in order to deny access. Well, you can't even argue against that point there at all. You understand? Blessings, you know, Miss Stephanie White. You know what I mean? It's a Montreal in the building. Blessings every time, man. You understand? We appreciate the fact, so you appreciate the work, you know? And we're there for bridge the gap between yard and abroad. So big up yourself every time. You understand? Residents of Denhamtown mounted roadblocks in a section of the community on Monday to protest against the abuse of one of their own by members of the security forces. The blockage was quickly cleared and removed by the police. But meanwhile, the family of the man seen in the video being beaten by members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force is demanding justice, arguing that the Sunday morning incident has left them shaken. You understand? Okay, Miss Kobe. The man, 24-year-old Romain Abrams, was seen in the video, which has since gone viral on social media, descending a flight of stairs. He was being followed closely by the police officers, who appear to engage him in a heated spot. So him did have said some things to the police. If you listen to the video, him call the police them batty boy a couple of times. So, I mean, that not justify nothing, but me I say, there was an exchange, verbal exchange, while he was descending the staircases. Then, and thing. Brooklyn representing. Samuel Medley, big up yourself and the family. Toronto in the building, Miss Bridget Kitchen Affordable Recipes. You understand? It sounds like that food is nice in another restaurant there, Miss Bridget. Big up yourself. You understand? Abrams was then, well, we don't reason to say it. Once the parties reached the ground floor of the high-rise building in Denham Town, West Kingston, Abrams and the lawmen walked a short distance before a tussle ensued between him and one of the cops. Abrams was then thrown to the ground by the lawman, who is then joined by his colleagues. And empty. The two rain blows on him before one stomps on his head. How can you do that? You understand? The man basically stepping at the youth head, brother. Eh? The incident drew the anger of the neighbors who screamed at the lawmen in hopes of getting them to stop. The onslaught was interrupted only when another police officer pulled his colleague away from Abrams. It was at this point that a cop raised his gun towards the crowd, from which Abrams' Metropolitan Parks and Market colleague stepped forward to speak with the officer. The injured man's brother was also seen trying to intervene while voicing his displeasure at how his older brother was being treated. You understand? Coconut drops at Atlanta in the house. Ramona Clark's at Toronto in the house. You understand? Paul Garden, Boston watching. Yo, the people them there all about. Big up on yourself in the peeps. You know what I think, you know? You know what I mean? Silver D said just a reach in. I say I run. Don Lisa said, teach, at the night before the police run some people off the road, but not everybody go in same time. So them come back for him for nothing. Okay, Mr. Lisa. Okay. See? Auntie. What is the difference between the police force and the gang? They all have a leader. They all have guns, but one is leader. Junior King 12. Appreciate that comment. Interesting, eh? So you know. Ah boy. Yeah. Yeah. So the police high command in a statement said that it has instructed its Inspectorate and Professional Oversight Bureau, one long old name, so I don't know why. You understand? To conduct an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the altercation caught on camera between the police officers and Abrams. So the police high command is also appealing for witnesses to the incident to step forward and provide information. People are saying what kind of witness they want, and the video did it. Yes, big up yourself for the youth. Zane, Mike Jones said Connecticut in the house. You understand me? I say Fort Lauderdale checking in. Damian Simpson. You understand? Bobby, Panama representing the people. Boy, I tell you, right now you're supposed to somebody from Alaska. You understand? Big up to the Panamanian viewer. See me, I pray a man from here, probably there Panama, I look the bread. You know what I mean? Big up yourself in the family. You're supposed to somebody from Alaska. You understand? But a mountain Peter in Alaska named Vincent Massif. Teach, we are watch from the peak of Vincent Massif. Down in Alaska, they ready at our piece. I could know that story because we want to go with, well, not with bed, but you know where it go. So now, however, Abrams and his family said they were not satisfied with the police's response. According to the group, the video recorded by residents should be enough to relieve the cops of their duties. You understand? Reports are that lawmen stormed the building shortly after 6 a.m. allegedly with guns in hand, knocking on doors, all the while shouting police. You understand? But you don't reach a Mars yet, brother, but it'll get there. Fabian Dennis say, yeah, them there. Big up yourself and the father Dennis. You know what I mean? Abrams, the father of a 4-year-old son, who spoke from his doctor's office, said, all know me I look on the video and I water in my eye. Every time I watch it, I cry. Zane? And thing. I cry star. I'm not an idler. I work. So if I watch back and see them do me so, I cry. I feel away. The man who was connected to an IV drip during the interview said, when the man cuff me and put me in the vehicle, them still a beat me. My mother asks, where them a lick and a beat her son, so he added. He said that he was taken to the Kingston Public Hospital before being charged with resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer. But this is what me I say. And Chen 360 speed. Jugsman live in Alaska. And Alaska I did say and Antarctica I did say. Zane. But the ISIS thing there, brother, we don't really run them joke there still. You understand? So if you're going to be a part of the family, certain joke we don't really run still. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, because next thing you make all YouTubers start pray all man streaming a family. Me not play them game there. But me I give you a chance to fix that something there. You understand? And think. I know I must joke here, man, but we not run them joke there. You feel me, brother? Yeah, man. All due respect. Zane on. Dennis there, Florida. Big up yourself. Yeah, man. So, I understand that. But them joke, they are serious joke, brother. Because YouTube monitor the streams, them, all of the comments, them, go through them systems. So, we have to be careful, though. Zane? And thing. Yes, sir. Certain jokes, we'll leave it for the kids. NRS, praise God, you're alive today. Respect all out. Ready or no, peeps? So no, he said that he was charged with resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer. And this is my situation. This is my question. If he was being detained in the first place, what was he being detained for? Why was he not handcuffed? Was he read his rights? What would have led to the initial altercation, physical, between him and the police officer? Why other police officers decide to step in at the youth head when him up on the ground? Yeah? So I don't get that. You feel me? So, I'm resisting and beating. So, I don't know. So the police, I come on to them, I investigate. Right now, I am feeling dizzy. And I am in a lot of pain. I have pain in my neck, in my hands, and I can't even stand up so good. I feel weak out bad. I never imagined this to myself. You understand? Auntie. You see? So peeps, the reality is that we can't condone police officers treating any citizen of the country like this. Irrespective of the youth or resist arrest. Enough officers were there to restrain him. See, if you're going to detain the man, you handcuff him from before he come off of the building. That's the first thing first. Zine, what were you charging him for? What were you detaining him for? Because if you only charge him for resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer, why did I detain him for in the first place? That is the question, you know. Why was he not handcuffed? Why was the police officer reacting to what he said? People are going to talk as a police officer who is trained to be professional. You don't need to argue with the man like, boy, I don't know. So, Silver Dia said that can't look good, brother. I know some people are about teach. The man did a fight off the police officer and him did a resist arrest. So, anything. The reality is that you can't step in at the youth head. Zine? Yeah, I get that in a Johnny. I get that. Zine? But me I say, even so, brother, a next man just run come turn up in the man head. So, you can't do that, bruh. You feel what me I say? So even if the man got resist arrest, there were about 4 or 5 police officers there. They must have been able to physically restrain this man and handcuff him. So nobody never need to step in at the youth head. Zine, and this is the thing with me I say now. The security minister, the justice minister was up in arms about police, Zine, going to arrest Rural Reed instead of calling them in and charging them and granting them bail. We see a situation now where there is really and truly, no matter how you look on it, an abuse of authority by police officers. How come we not hear the justice minister condemn the arrest here? Zine, so, if this youth did live up on Narbrook or Cherry Gardens, who the justice minister have spoken, but because this youth come from Denham Town, and you see these are the questions where you have to ask. Because the reality is that, I see some of the comments say, Rural Reed thief for much $1 million allegedly, and him even get $1, and people are turn up in this youth head. Where's the justice minister when you need him? You understand? So the youth not have no right for a fight of the police them. That's the reality. But the reality is that happens. And as a police officer, you are so trained. You are so trained to deal with situations like these. You understand? So you can't tell me say 4 or 5 police officers couldn't professionally execute a takedown of this brother and cuff him. Man a run got turn up in the youth head. Eh? Where is Mr. Chuck when police are Chuck badness? The man say police shouldn't go a Rural Reed yard, them should then call him in and charge him, then make him file him own bail. So, me not hear nothing for them youths here. Then, you see why, when the youths them really and truly rise against police, some of the time, we are say, yo, the country, this and that, but sometimes the police officers, them are create enemies out the road, brother. You understand? Chen 360, big up yourself and the family. I appreciate that contributions up there now. You understand what I say? Zane Junior King tell us, the dog, them almost bite up the officer. Serious. You see me? Boy, I think rough as a country though. You see? Your claim to fame and your address determines how you are treated. Zane, it really and truly sad. You understand? Classism, what they want to accept it here and there is a real thing in Jamaica. And we need to overcome that something there. And as me I say, I now give the youth no right for a fight off the officers. Because when you look at the video, he was wrestling with the police officer. But as me I say, you can't have 5 officers who are supposed to be trained officers resorting to stamping in the youth head while he's on the ground. Man a thump police officer, thump the man in his face while him on the ground. You understand? If a man stand up to you and a fight you fist to fist and you punch him in his face, the man on the ground. So why you need to come run, come turn up? I could have me, you know? I could have you, you know? And a man a go run, come turn up in my big head with him big boot. Then my head can't miss him big boot. You understand what I say? But then because I was not a senator or a former education minister or a caretaker of a Centre Northwestern or president of the Caribbean Maritime University, where police for call we in and charge we and make we file one bail application and grant we station bail, then man can step in our head. And we not hear dog bark about this except the dog them when they done this. Ah boy. So peace, me have 2 more stories then me I call it a night. You know what I think? You understand? I would have done this video today. But I don't even know what it do, you know, because as me I say, I just kind of try to get some rest. Peace, I'm tired. I tell you the truth of God love. You understand? I've been tired. You understand? It's a go on with a local thing, you know, bad. But this is not a new thing. We know this has been going on from the devil was a boy. Now the devil turned big man and mash up a place. So I don't know this. Where Jamaican wanted men, when pressure is being applied to them by the police forces, tend to flee the island. Generally speaking, their preferred destination tend to be Haiti and the Bahamas. Now we're hearing that Costa Rica is in the mix. Zane? So we spoke about Vernon Ellis earlier. He's the commanding officer for the St. James Police Division. Where him say the police might get local success. So gangsters now fleeing to Haiti and Costa Rica. Police in Mobay say most wanted men believed murdered overseas. So Jamaican gangsters are, and I would have modified this post by the Gleaner, Zane, for reflect some other people like Duppy Philman, who is Marlon Perry, and some other people. Zane. So Jamaican gangsters are believed to have fled the island to other Caribbean and Latin American states in a bid to escape a security crackdown in western parishes. The St. James Divisional Police Chief Superintendent Vernon Ellis said. Vernon Ellis is the brother right beside the commissioner here, so over upon the commissioner's left. Yeah, he is the chief of police in St. James. So a state of public emergency has been imposed in St. James, Westmoreland and Hanover since April the 30th in response to a spike in murders and other violent crimes. So a number of men who have fled our jurisdiction have been killed overseas and their bodies returned to Jamaica for burial. There's nothing wrong with that something there. Because of the sustained pressure that we are putting on them through the SOE, many are fleeing the island by boat because they dread being caught and locked up. St. James gangster Shaniel Luton. So Shaniel is this brother you say in Amigo right here. So them two picture here are Preke boy. One before him bleach out, one next one. You understand? So Shaniel Luton, I would have done a video earlier this week, where he would have been listed as one of the most wanted men in St. James, who was sentenced to life imprisonment in absentia. I mean, him never done a court when them sentenced him. In 2015, after he escaped police custody while awaiting sentence for a double murder, is believed to have been killed gangland style in Haiti 2 weeks ago. The Gleaners learned. Yeah? Based on the information that has come to us, we believe with a high degree of certainty that it is him, said Ellis. You see him? Hold on there. Yes, sis. Yo. No. Me soon done in about at 10 o'clock me I done stream, man. So by the time you leave here, you had to reach out, me ready. Me know 9 minutes to 10, or 5 to 10 still. 5 call you? The people them are here still, but big up yourself. So you can get ready and come. By the time you come, I'm ready. Yeah, man. So 10 o'clock me done stream, then me I get myself finalize some things. Alright? So as me done, me shout you. Big up yourself. The people them ready to take on the road pitch and I still have me run here attack. You understand? Teach 10 round the corner, boss. So you know, so Luton is believed to have been murdered in Haiti. So the head of the St. James police said, based on the information that has come to us, we believe with a high degree of certainty that it is him. Zine, we are working closely with our Asian counterparts on this one. We have seen pictures, but we are awaiting confirmation by the DNA. Silver D, you may say sister, the man talk about hot date. But I understand on you know. But I mean, telling the star. So according to Ellis, Luton has been flagged as a principal player in the illegal gun for drugs trade between Jamaica and Haiti. Our intelligence has picked up that Luton and a number of other gangsters fled the island after the declaration of the tripartite state of public emergency. Zane, our information is that some went to Costa Rica and others went to Haiti. So the St. James police chief is also probing word that another most wanted suspect, Odane Squeeze Brown, was recently murdered in Costa Rica. Delano Preke boy Wilmot, who is also on the St. James police most wanted list for murders and shootings, including ambushing a Jamaica Defense Force patrol team, shooting 3 soldiers, is also believed to be in Haiti. Many people believe that Preke boy they're still only at same day at Haiti because him can't say so. Ali Cat, big up yourself and brother. You know, I appreciate that something, you know. You understand what I say? See? And the last story I know, peeps, is just a local thing we need to talk about. In my assessment of the last general election, I think one of the reasons why the PNP would have lost is because they would have spent so much time focusing on Andrew Holness's house, and they said that they're not engaging in a public debate. Political debate until Andrew Holness declare some things. People them please, so they name but I vote for them. However, the PNP and the JLP has now agreed to political debates ahead of the next general election. So the People's National Party and the Jamaica Labour Party has agreed in principle to participate in up to 3 political debates to be organized and staged by the Jamaica Debates Commission ahead of the nation's next general election. The commission says the exchanges will comprise a debate on social issues, a debate on economic issues, and a debate between the contenders for the offices of the Prime Minister. It further explains that the debates will be broadcast, distributed live via television, radio, and internet. I shall stream them to my people. Them. You understand? A memorandum of understanding to this effect was signed on Wednesday afternoon at the office of the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce by Dr. Horace Chang and Julian Robinson, the General Secretaries respectively for the JLP and PNP. You say they look happy. The whole of them my friend, you know. You understand? And we alone are idiot. I kill one another over them and the whole of them my friend. You understand? So witnesses to the signing of the MOU was Commission Chairman Noel Da Costa. Zane? Brother. Where I dealt with. Me there, you know. I try to wrap up that stream, yeah. Yeah, me if I did link me and say we are gonna boom so and then link up on them something there. Me not happy, but then it is what it is. Yeah, so when we reach there, so we are gonna boom so and split up. Yeah, me I watch you. Yeah, cause 5 did link me, you know. I tell her if you link me for. So I appreciate I go roll with me for as well. I'm not sure. I assume my name talk back to her after. Yeah, alright. So when we reach down there, so because I not like that crowd like that, you understand? Yeah, man. But no. So she just called me still, but I go wrap up my last story me there and then I go. So about 5 more minutes and the stream done. So I already about 10-15 them time. Yeah, man, a simple thing, man. The people them there skin off them teeth because they love people business. Alright, brother. I see a word. Look aboard. Yes, sir. So peeps, so as me I say now, the commission is a joint venture between the JCC and the Media Association of Jamaica. The JCC is the Jamaica Chamber of Commerce. And constitutionally, Jamaica's next general election is due between February 25th, 2021 and June 10th, 2021. Yes, and however, the Prime Minister may call an election ahead of the due date. So that's the situation. So I guess the PNP would have learned their lesson. You understand? You can't Jamaican people for fool. See, they would have campaigned on Wellness House. You understand? And then Wellness won the House of Parliament. Yeah, do. Teach, you are the big man. No, you know, I just me much respect and grace able. You understand? You know what thing go. I just how you treat people and live with people. People treat you and live with you. You know what I mean? And thing. Yeah, man. So peeps, that's what I think there, you know. You understand? Nigel Armstrong said teach. Taboo tonight. Blessings, God for make a point. It's a tough time for Prime Minister. I want to tell you, say no blessings. Andrew Holness has become a shrewd politician, but I think the politician that Andrew Holness is most fearful of is Dr. Christopherton. But we'll talk about that next time. You understand what I say? I think one next time we'll talk about that. But peeps, pick up on yourself, you know. You know, we'll do this again Sunday, 7:30. Make it a date and don't be late. It sound like it almost, hold on. It sound like enough girl I go get. Sure, Mr. Andelisa, not like that, man. I tell you, I go support my sister, man. I want to. I don't talk to her, because I can't bother with it. Yes, my peace. Big up on yourself. It was fun. It's always a pleasure to come on here, come share some things that happen in the country, whether it is good or bad, happy or sad. You understand me? I say, I get them, like me, I get razor bump, you know. I do them something, you know. You understand? Tomorrow, Sterling say, just reach class. Well, I need to wake up early, because done class, done, and no family. Peace, big up on yourself. I say some people are wait for me, so we not to OD the thing. You understand me? I say, so we're going to wrap up the thing now. Big up on yourself. On Friday night, I know some people are going to touch road. If you must drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. I not drive tonight. You understand me? I say? And thing. So you know what I think. Load them headphone and something they want to go up on the road. You understand me? I say? The Bluetooth headpiece, them keep the phone on the pocket or on the bag. Use them only when you need them. You feel what I say, peeps? Walk with only the cash you need. Load the whole of jewelry thing them. Them chopperate and them bangle and them big ring and them big old chain. Yeah, you buy them, but people are take them and take your life. Observe your environment. Pre people, because people are pre. You know what I mean? You know what thing go. If you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. Send it go give somebody. Tell people you're there. Tell people where you go. Describe the driver. Describe the vehicle. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. Trust absolutely no one. For the people them, every move them make them post it on them status and tell people where them there and where them are go. Be careful. You understand what I say? For the people that want to live them relationship in them social media status, stop. Your private life is a private life. Nobody no need for know what go on in your bedroom, family. You understand what I say? I say DS Electronics Unlimited, Miss Joan Gray, Johnny H, Kanaika, Chisholm, Cookie Mama, Miss Sophia Kobe, Neil Armstrong, GR7 Scott, Miss Grace Abel, the Royal General, Omar Bingham, Dante Dunn, Miss Sandra Bennett, Danny Blackhorse, Mike Lewis, God favored me. Berry J. Zin Silver D. Ken Prosper. Miss Joan Gray. D Selection. I think big up them people already. Shan Shaw. Peeps. And I big up on yourself and I'm a Skanaka. You understand what I say? And thing, all of the people I'm in the building. I know DJ Small about, I know James Bond there, I know Fabian or Fabian, I'm not sure him pronounce it. Dennis the about, I know Anna K. Dennis was here. Craig Creations, Miss Millicent Thomas, Matt Dermott, Blessings Godfrey. Seeing all of the people I'm in the building, and you know I appreciate the support. And Father Lance Cooks, my sister, Leisha Lyons, Mr. Lyons, big up yourself and I know you're watching her. Josie J. You understand what I say? Ken Prosper, big up yourself and a family. Miss Jacqueline Murray, good night, Empress. First time I said that name there. Father Jonah Lewis, big up yourself, you know. Miss Nicole Maddox, blessings every time. Matthew Parchment, blessings in a brother. You know what thing do you know? You know what I mean? Sir Belvedere, I think big up Miss Bennett already. You understand me? I say, peeps, we appreciate that support something, you know. I'm not going to search the name them, you know. So the name now, I see a pop up, me a big up. You understand? Peeps, big up on yourself. Sunday, 7:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look for it. Get book for it. Enjoy your weekend. Be careful. You understand? For the people that where they are here, they know it's a long weekend. You have to be careful. You know? Damian Simpson, big up yourself. You know? Gregory White. Sophia Kobe, Finar, big up. You understand what I say? So, please drink responsibly. If you know you can't drink, don't drink. Lance Cooks, big up yourself. Samuel Medley, manners and respect. You understand what I say? Peeps, walk good. Step with Jah. You know what thing go? Yeah, man. I'm out.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.
Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment below. Remember to like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content. Follow me on social media and check out the suggested videos on screen. This is Teach saying, until next time, walk good, my friends.